Our JMS welcome you IIT. Okay. You know, every year, the last 2 years successfully we have completed the IIT program. Same thing, these are also we are continuing for 6th class students and 7th, 8th. IIT in the sense, no, actually the major three subjects are introduced: maths, physics, and chemistry. Okay. Today, the first day of IIT. Children, first I am Swain Gopal. I completed my MSc Physics. Okay. Later, children, today IIT Chemistry, the first lesson is going on. Let us now first materials, types, and sorting. First, children, matter. Today our topic is matter. What is matter? What is matter? In our surrounding, what we have observed, either the liquid state or solid state, gaseous state. What you observe in your surrounding, that is called matter. Actually, matter classified how many types? 3 types.
3 types.
First one, solid.
Solid.
Second one,
Liquid.
or
Gases.
Now, first of all, we are classified into the matter. Okay, solid. And second,
Liquid.
and third,
Gas.
gas. These are matter. Actually, when we are going to the internal level, the 4th state of matter also they are introduced, that's called plasma. But according to our level, you categorize only 3: solids, liquid, and gases. Example, these solids, liquids, and gases, common nature is these 3 are called as a matter, but according to the individual they have the different properties. Solids property, liquid property, and gases property maximum almost are they are different. Okay, now one by one we are discussing the properties of solids, liquid, and gases. Let us see. Mass and occupies some space. What it may be. So what is matter? Matter, you can see, I can see some object. Example, cricket ball. Cricket ball. I place on a ground. Cricket ball placed on a ground. Overall, children, the object, first of all, anyone I call and asking what is the shape of this object, they simply say sphere. That is shape, sphere shape. When I place the ground, it occupies some area, it occupies some space, it occupies some space also. And the ball contains some weight, either 10 grams or 20 grams of weight. Every matter contains first property, mass, and second one occupies space. Now overall, the object which is contained mass and occupied space, that is called as a matter. Either solid state or liquid state or gaseous state. The substance can occupy the mass, have the space. Okay, that is called as matter. Let us hear properties of matter. First of all, the other properties are based on which matter commonly grouped and under appearance. Appearance is the first properties of matter. Look at here, first property, appearance. Appearance. Matter, appearance. The properties of matter, first thing, appearance. Appearance varies from one material to another material. Example, we have seen the many objects in our surrounding. First, I will take the 2 objects. Observe carefully. These 2. One is stylus and second one is stick. What is the color of this stylus?
Black.
Now this stick?
Brown.
appearance is different. Coming to the shape, it is almost a square or rectangular shape.
Rectangle.
Okay? Not a cylindrical shape. Appearance both are same, different. Okay? One matter to another matter, compulsory the appearance maximum different. In the world, no object can have the two different objects having the different shape and the sizes. Appearance also different. That's why the first major difference of the matter, first property of matter, appearance. Some are black color, some are white, brown. Okay? The shape also different. Next thing, lustrous. Lustrous or shine is a particular trait found in the material. Any metal has shiny space which have become clear when touched. Yesterday we are conducting an experiment to sodium. Okay, sodium metal reaction. Okay, sodium metal activity. Actually, the outside of the sodium, when I take the sodium metal children, now the outside part is very dull. Very dull. When I am cut with the knife, automatically inside the, when are you observing what is the shape? Shines. Now it is a shining. The material is very shiny. Then lustrous. Second property is lustrous. When we are rubbing the folds, when we have to rub that material surface, either we have to cut, then compulsory that is a appearance shining. Okay, or clear. Next thing, one more property, hardness. The haze with which materials can be compressed or scattered is a pointed hardness. Most metals are hard. Materials can be further clasped, brittle, which are easily breakable, and declined, which can be easily drawn into wire, and malleable, which can be made their fine shapes. Children, one more important property, children, hardness. Every metal, I am take one metal, iron, and one more metal I am taken aluminium and gold. These metals are maximum condition, they are hard. We are unable to compress. We are unable to compress this object. They are very hard. Okay, these are very hard. Second property of the materials is that hardness. And one more property, shine. Okay, sonority. When I hit the material, I say example, metal objects, when I one geometry box, example, one metal geometry box. Sonority in the sense, geometry box. This is made up of metal. Okay, now metal we are using. And one more geometry box. Example, this is one geometry box. This is fiber. It's made up of fiber, it's made up of metal. Okay, both are geometry boxes. Shine, okay, sonority in the sense, when I am hitting the object, I cannot produce a sound, but I am trying to hit this object. Metal can produce a more sound. Okay, or this is there's some materials are when we hit or apply the force on it, automatically they produce a more sound. That's called sonority property. Metals are contain sonority property. And one more thing, ductility. Ductility, in the sense, we are making a fine wire. Example, this is a wooden object. When I am trying to make this small wire, this is from this wooden object, it is possible to make a fine wire? No, not possible. When I am trying to break it, automatically breaking into the many pieces. I am unable to make a fine wires using of these wooden objects or any other objects, stone walls and what it is. But when I take the iron, copper, gold, aluminium, these objects which we are making a fine wires, okay, due to the ductility. And now one more property, make a sheets. Iron object, actually the iron material, very hardest substance, the crystal state of iron I am taken here. Iron rod or okay, the packet of iron. Now when I am applying the high force on it, apply the pressure, apply the more temperature, then automatically by that it is making a fine sheet. Make it as a fine sheet. The making of sheet, that is also one of the property of metals. Okay, we are unable to, example, I am taking one book, the non-material object. and apply the pressure continuously, is the size expanded? No, cannot possible to. Okay, but metal can make a fine sheet. When we apply the forces continuously, automatically the size is expanded. Okay, oh, this is the third property of material. Oh, these are the main properties of metals. But non-metals are, there is no shine, sonority, ductility, and metabolic. Okay, these properties are non-materials. Okay, next thing, density. The one more property, density. All substances which have a density of more than 1 gram cc, centimeter per cubic. Okay, now 1 gram per means, example 1 gram. All materials, example I am taking all substances. For example, one object is there. The object density 1 gram per cubic centimeter cc is there. Will be sinking water, children, which have the density more than 1 gram per cubic centimeter. More than, children, more than. It is sink in water. Sink in water. Sink in water in the sense, example, one beaker. Okay, add some amount of water to the beaker. One object A. One object I am taking. This object stone. This density more than 1 gram per cubic centimeter. This stone dropping into the water. And is happening more than 1 gram per cubic centimeter, children. This much of density value completely when I am inside burst into the water. Now adding in the water, children, now drop. Then immediately it reaches to the bottom of the beaker. Why this sinking water? Because the density value 1 gram per, more than 1 gram per cubic centimeter. That's why it is a sinking water. Less than 1 gram. So what about the value less than 1 gram per cubic centimeter? What is happening? That type of objects are there, floating water. Example, thermocol, and next one plastics. Plastic, and next wood also, wooden pieces, small wooden pieces. Okay, wooden pieces. These type of less than 1 gram per cc, okay, centimeter of the object are floating water. And based on some objects are there sinking water, some are floating water. That is depends on density value. More than 1 gram, sink. Less than 1 gram, floating water. You know already. Sinking water. Now which type of minerals are there? Sinking water. Give the example. Stone. Sinking water. Stone, coin, metal objects, iron objects. Okay. The sand. Next one. Floating objects examples. Thermocol, plastic, wood, paper, polythene sheets. Now these type of all are they are sinking water. Okay. Right now. Different materials. Substances are divided into 3 groups based on the opacity. Okay. Now one more property, opacity. Opacity. Now give the best example. The object opacity actually they classify into 3 parts: transparent, translucent, and opaque objects. Okay, na? So opacity is actually classified into 3 ways. Okay, 3 types: transparent, translucent, opaque object. First of all, we have to see the transparent materials. Substances that let light pass through them completely. And take one object here, water molecule. Now it is a water drop. The water drop surface, when the light is incident, this water light completely allow the light inside The drop is completely allow the light inside. Now there is actually the four rays are there. The complete four rays are there inside. Allow. No rays reflect back. All the rays are there completely allow them. These type of materials we can call as a transparent materials. Transparent material. That's right. The substances that let light pass from them completely. No ray is bouncing back. Even though 100 rays are incident on material, 100 rays are fully there allowed. Because that is transparent material. Transparent materials. Example they are mentioned now. Glass. First thing, glass. Second one, water. Third one, air. Now these are the best examples of transparent materials. The transparent materials are allow the light full. Even though single ray also not bouncing back. Okay. Now next is our second category, translucent materials. What are the translucent? Example. Substance that let some light pass through it while scattering the rays. It's not allow the rays full children. One more second category. Translucent. Translucent. Substance that let some light pass through them. Some amount of light only it allow. It is one object. Example 1, 2, 3, 4 rays are incident on material. One of the substance. How many materials are there? How many rays? 4. Now this material it allow only 2 rays inside. Then remaining rays are they bouncing back. They are not allowed inside. Okay? Some rays only they are passing inside. Some are not allowed. In this condition, what is happening? We are unable to visible the object clearly. The complete blur, the blur image we are observed. Best example, a polythene sheet. When you take the polythene sheet and apply the oil, when trying to see the outside object through it, automatically we are unable to see that. Completely not up. No, okay. But something we have to visible. Okay, something is going. What is some objects are there? But we are not identifying clearly. Oh, this is called translucent materials. Examples are there mentioned here. Wax paper, thin fabrics, and frosted glasses. A glass with a rough surface used to privacy windows. In the actually car vehicles we are observing. Okay, that rough surface is used to. The glass with a rough surface used for privacy windows. Inside the vehicle inside, the passenger and driver whatever they are not visible. But for inside the car we have to see the outside. Okay, na? Because of translucent nature. Okay. Next thing, third category. What is the next third type? Third one. The opaque material is a substance that does not let any light pass through it. Even though single ray also not allowed inside. Best example, one stone. And take one stone or brick. Take it here. Outside your place arrange one white color light source. Try to be inside on it. The light which allow outside. So the brick or stone, the light pass inside? No. It completely, even though how many rays are there inside, all the rays are reflected back. That's why we are unable to see to the human eye, we are unable to see the outside objects. Okay? Example, the wall. Imagine the wall. Wall. Inside, tube lights, human beings are there, but outside wall, no objects which are present. We can unable to see that through the wall. Reason, the wall does not allow the any single light. Example, tube light is there. The rays are incident on the wall. But outside some buildings, some materials, vehicles are there. But we cannot see right now. Reason, light is not entered. The light is completely resisted by the wall. Even the single ray also not passing. Or that is called. These type of substance we can call as a opaque objects. Examples, say the examples wood, metal, stone. Now these are all, most of the materials are opaque objects in our surroundings. Okay? So this is called opacity and the classification of opacity. First one, transparent. Second one,
Transparent.
third one,
Opaque.
okay, transparent material are examples. Examples of transparent. Okay, air, water. Okay. Now translucent, oil. Okay. Now when we have the okay, rough surface glass and oil paint. Opaque objects. Yes, right. So these are the opaque objects examples. Okay. Next. Children, materials, how they are behaving with heat, electricity and magnet. You can see, okay. These are the physical properties actually. Heat, and you can see heat, electricity, and next
Magnets.
behavior with heat, electricity and magnet. Okay. Their topic. Let us see now. Substances which conduct heat through them are called good conductors. Example, one material, it allow the heat on, it allow the heat. When I place here, this is an object book. This is an object iron sheet. Two materials are taken here. Okay. These two are placed the outside at 50 degrees centigrade. Outside 50 degrees centigrade is it. At the 50 degrees centigrade region, I place these two objects at a time. At a time. How many objects are there here? Names, book. These two objects placed at 50 degrees centigrade surroundings. After 10 minutes, when we go and observe, we touch the surface of these two objects at a time. Okay. When you touch the pump children, now there is no heat. Normal, like mildly heat we observe. But the same condition, when we touch this iron sheet, now we get feel hot. Okay. Reason, because this material, it conduct the electricity. Now it allow the heat through them. Okay, when I have example children, it conduct the heat, it allow the temperature outside surrounding the high temperature 50 degrees centigrade. It completely the object is receiving. Okay, this is called a good heat materials. Okay, now these are called what are? We call a good heat conductivity materials. Okay, next thing. Now these are not a good heat conductivity material. Either you take the book or stone, any plastic instead of this place. Now the same are not the bad heat conductors. Okay. Next thing, one more. Substances which allow electricity to pass them, they are called good conductors. Coming to the good conductor of electricity. Electricity. The material which are allow electricity through them, that's called good conductors. The material which are allow the current, that's called good conductor. Example, human body. When I touch the battery, both terminals, positive and negative terminal, the automatically I get shocked. Okay? Because my body can react to the flow of charges. The huge amount of charges are at a time entering into my body. That's why finally I get the shock. Okay? I am good conductor. I am a good conductor because I allow the current. When I take one material object, aluminum wire, the both end of the aluminum wire connect to the battery, positive and negative terminal. positive, plus and minus, positive and negative terminal. Switch on. Through the battery, provide children the electricity entering into, okay, from the one terminal to another terminal. Then call to someone and touch this object. Even though it is a 24-volt battery, it's not effective. Instead of the 24-volt battery, I have taken 240-volt. It is called the household current from the service wire, from the line wire to in our home. Now 240 ohms of current are allowed in every home. Maximum capacity of current 240 volt. Okay, it is a high current now. Okay, this much of current entering into our body at a time, even though 15 seconds or 20 seconds. 240 volt of current entering into our body. Now it leads to heart. The current which is passed to heart. Within a second we are dying. Fatal. Okay, so this is a high current. But instead of the 240, I am taking 24 volt. It's not effective. Okay, and take the 2-volt battery. Now it's not effective. When we touch also, we not get shock. Okay, so this is the amount of ratio current, right? Capacity of the current. Okay, normal current is passing. When we touch iron material, aluminum material, I am getting shock. Overall, what we understand? The material can allow the light. Okay, now it is a conductor. It is a good conductor. The material which are allow the light through them, the material which are allow the current through them, that's called the conductors. Some are poor conductors also. Okay, means that does not allow the current through it. Okay, they cannot allow. I am taking the bad current. Actually, it is the insulator. Insulator in the sense, what do you mean by insulator? Insulators. Does not allow the current. The material does not allow the current through it. Okay, not allow the current. Not allow the current. Okay. Now these are called insulators. Even same thing. Instead of that aluminum rod base, I am taking the steel. Okay, steel. And the both ends, same as is, all the connections, battery, both ends is guarantee, positive and negative. Okay, what now this is? Stick. Okay. Now call to anyone, now just we are trying to touch the surface of the stick. Are you get any type of shock?
No.
Why? Sir, the electricity not passing through the stick. That's why, okay, we are. But one condition now, sometimes allow the current to stick. Reason when it is wet. Wet. Okay, it is a complete place in your water. Then I am taking a surface of that. What is the outside surface is water. Maybe it chance to allow the current. Why? Water also good conductor. Water also allow the current. Or it is a dry stick, nothing will happen. There is no flow of current inside. These are called insulators. Maximum stick, plastic, older. Okay, now these all are insulators. Some are allow the current easily. They are called good current, good conductors. Okay. Example: aluminium, iron, copper. Okay, these are silver. Silver actually best conductor, but because of the high expensive, we are unable to use that. Okay, now silver metals. Okay. Next thing. Substances which are attracted by magnet called magnetic substances. One more thing, magnetic substances. Magnet. Magnets. The substances which are attracted by the magnet. Attract. And take one bar magnet here. You know the types of magnet children? Okay? What are the types? Yes, now these are all types of magnets here. North and south poles. Bar magnet, now this is a bar magnet. Ring magnet. Okay? And horseshoe magnet. Horseshoe magnet. And this magnet. Like this. Okay? These are types of magnets. The substance, when I bring one iron material, iron pin or what it may be, and close to it, very close to the magnet. It will attract it. Easily attract towards the magnet.
Magnet.
This material, iron nail, I am taking iron nail. Okay, the iron nail being very near to the magnet is attracted. This is a magnetic material.
Material.
The material which are attracted by the magnet. That's called magnetic materials.
Materials.
Examples of iron objects, metals,
Nail.
iron nails. Okay,
Iron
these are
nails.
some. Which are not attracted by the magnet. That's called
Non-magnetic
materials.
materials.
Same as is wood, plastic, and everything. Okay,
Scale.
paper,
Scale.
plastic, scale. These are all non-magnetic materials. Okay. Next. Classification: living and non-living things. Tomorrow we are discussing.